Hi, welcome back to my cup of TV with Jenny,
JD, and Kat.
So, Vampire Diaries episode 13.
Ooh, lucky number.
Lucky number. So this is called Children of the Damned.
That's just what people call me and my brothers.
So happy and joyful.
I think it's going to be where this Anna's come from. Children of the
I
Damned.
think it's going to be sunshine and rainbows.
Okay.
Interesting. So we'll get straight into it.
Are you sure you're ready for this?
I'm ready. I want you to turn me.
But it's time.
Interesting.
Kiss me. Get a taste.
I'm sorry.
Don't be. Soon you won't be able to get enough.
So he asked to be turned.
Yeah. So she turned Stefan by force.
But does he want to be a vampire or does he want to be with her?
Yeah, that is the question.
Rise and shine, sleepyhead.
Oh, creepy.
Oh, stop being smutty. Seriously, get out of here. If I see something I haven't seen before, I'll throw $1 at it. Now listen, here's some very important business to discuss. You know, I really like this whole menage a threesome team thing. It's got a bit of a kink to it. Don't screw it up.
So they sleep.
Yeah.
The vampires, they can sleep.
Yeah.
Okay.
She asked that it be sold at a reduced rate. I don't follow. Try it. What in hell? Vervain. Why is there... They know. They're trying to find us and they're getting crafty about it.
So she's a
She's
vampire
also
and she's
dangerous.
out in the day.
It might be time for us to move on again. No. I like it here. I'm not interested in leaving just yet. Can we go, Mama? Is something wrong? Do you think
So it's her mum in the tomb then.
that we're both trying to
Oh,
help them?
maybe. I noticed her mum was also wearing a necklace on the outside. I mean, it wouldn't be a big deal because it wasn't the same sort of style as
Yeah.
Catherine's, but I noticed it was purposefully placed on the outside of her clothing so that like we would see. But that would make sense why she wants to get that tomb open, and maybe she blames Catherine for this whole mess because if Catherine had maybe not been playing around so much for her entertainment, they wouldn't have got found out and her mum wouldn't have ended up in the tomb. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah,
that
yeah.
that could be why they hate Catherine, and like you say, her mum's in the tomb and they want to get her out.
Yeah.
Hello?
I don't know, I want to be there on my own at night, especially when you know what he knows.
Yeah. Oh.
Why didn't anyone ever turn lights on?
Well, the jig is up now.
Which only made me want them more, of course. What about you?
There were a few guys. Logan isn't the only loser I've dated.
They ever find him?
Why is Damon in the kitchen cooking?
I don't know, but I like it. Imagine walking into a kitchen and he's there cooking you dinner. Oh,
Stefan, where is he? He's missing family night, which I am enjoying immensely.
Family night.
Not if we talk to him, explain how we feel. He could help us keep her safe.
Are you going mad? I don't know, Father would drive a stake in her himself.
That's not true. We can trust
No,
him.
not with this. Please promise me you won't tell him, Stefan.
He said not if he knows how we feel. So are they both aware that they both love
It
her?
would appear so.
Promise.
but she's probably compelling them to be like, this is fine, you're fine with that.
There was a time when I trusted him. Who are you dodging?
This girl, Anna, she can be persistent.
Is she hot?
Yeah, but she can be weird.
Hot trumps weird. Trust me.
He's an ass. What are you doing with all this stuff? Who else did you tell?
Just that girl, Anna.
The hot weird one?
Yeah. Wait, who's Anna?
That's what I want to find out.
How do you know her? I just know her. She wants me to meet her at the grill tonight.
Perfect. I'll drive. Come on.
Okay. You just couldn't live without me, huh?
I kind of miss my daily dose of cute stalker chick.
Fine.
That's what.
Ooh, he
he
recognises
knows.
her.
Peter, he told me he would protect the secret of the spell book. He said he would carry it to his grave.
Don't tell me they're going to have to go and dig up their dad. Ooh, the vein was in the brandy that the dad gave.
How did you know? Your sympathy for their plight. I didn't raise my sons to be so weak. The sheriff, now. Go, quickly!
So confused right now because the dad knows that she's a vampire, but we know that Stefan's still human. And he's gone to. So at what point do they get turned by Catherine? We know they get turned by Catherine. So either someone kills the dad.
I was wondering that. I was like, are they going to be?
Damon, possibly Stefan
Are
actually.
they going to be so warped that they would kill their dad? That would give them. That would give Stefan. Damon doesn't seem to have this trait that would make me think that, but that would certainly give Stefan a certain amount of shame that he would be carrying forever, knowing that under his compulsion he did something terrible like kill his father. You know, like that would be pretty horrible to face that for eternity, knowing that you did that.
But there are some parallels here of Stefan breaking Damon's trust. Because here, in modern day, Damon trusts that Stefan and he are working together.
Mm-hmm.
And back then,
That's
he
what he thought.
asked Stefan not to say anything to their dad.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and Stefan said, "Oh, I won't,"
He
and
did.
they did it anyway.
He thought he could do
Exactly.
it under the guise of being diplomatic, like, oh, isn't there a
Yeah.
better way of doing this? You know, like pretending to be naive, not knowing what vampires are. But the dad's actually pretty savvy, and he's like, nope.
Yeah.
But the
Fed
fact
him
that the
for
dad
rain.
has worked out from that conversation that it's Catherine.
It's very, very smart, very astute.
Yeah.
But again, it gives more reason, or more understanding at least, as to maybe why Damon hates Stefan.
Why they,
But for
because
God's sake,
Do you know what I mean?
you can never
at the
stick with the
first bit,
plan.
they're still pally because they're like, oh, we
They're both protecting her.
love her, whatever,
Yeah.
blah blah. So yeah, it's almost like you can see why Damon has some trust issues.
Yeah. Or why he's angry at Stefan. you
Yeah.
know, if he blames him.
So now you're gonna help me find it.
Why would I help you?
Because you and I both want that tomb open.
Oh, now he's got someone who genuinely
Yeah.
wants the same thing as him. And so they were the ones who slipped the
Logan.
smarmy dude the
Yeah.
blood, yeah.
This.
She gonna touch him! Ooh!
Yep.
What's wrong?
Let's have some more coffee. Get a caffeine buzz and, I don't know, go out and do something crazy.
Like what?
Like anything.
It takes
Yeah.
Elena from the restaurant, surely.
Ooh! Shit! Wasn't expecting that.
Oh no, because she played it so smart.
Yeah.
Instead of just going, I have
On
to leave.
screen, Kat's like covering her face as well. There's some good like jump scares in
Yeah.
this as well. It's good because you think you know what's gonna happen, and actually it's pretty good.
Yeah.
And considering, I just want on that note, because you don't like horror, so how are you doing with these jump scares?
It didn't make me jump. Like it didn't make me jump so much. So I was like, oh shit!
Yeah.
Like so, no, it was.
Okay.
It was more that he'd taken Bonnie was my issue.
Yeah.
Right. Of course.
I feel like the issue here is going to be inadvertently he is helping Damon because he's now got the book.
But I suppose he thought Damon will find it eventually.
Because if you try and destroy that, I'll rip her heart out. You won't kill her. I can do it better.
Ooh.
Give me the book, Stefan.
I think he actually feels bad about that.
Yo, Damon. I don't think he actually wanted to scare Elena. I think he was just forced to.
Yeah. And plus, you can see how hurt he was by her betrayal.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Stefan. Where'd she go?
She went to the bathroom.
Where'd who go?
There's a friend over.
Ah.
Anna. John's gone mad running up the demons.
Uh-oh.
I've got another one over here.
You're gonna see her again. I already know how to protect them. I'm gonna protect them.
It's interesting that she wants to protect vampires, that the witches and the vampires seem to get on.
Elena!
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I do love a flashback one.
Stop inviting people into the fucking house!
I don't know. But yeah, the flashbacks are good because they're like giving us pieces of the puzzle, aren't they?
Yeah.
All
They
those
are,
questions.
but I can't... So they're rounding everybody up now. But I don't understand. Because we know that Catherine turned Damon and Stefan, because we've seen it, right?
We don't know if it's happened yet or not.
But there doesn't
But it
appear
has
be
to have
room
happened
for it to
because,
happen.
yeah.
Have we seen it?
I thought we saw it in the flashback originally.
We saw
Or did we just see her
them in
biting
bed
him?
when they wake up in the morning. I don't think we've seen her. Did we see her turn
So
Damon?
maybe it wasn't her.
We didn't. I don't know if they said that she turned them or whether we've assumed that she turned them, but they haven't shown that.
I feel like from Jenny's response here she didn't.
Ooh.
I'm not saying either way. I'm just trying to kind of think, what have we seen and what are we assuming?
Yeah,
Right.
maybe we're assuming that.
As we said during it, it's Damon looked genuinely hurt.
Yeah.
Well, he looked hurt by Stefan, but he looked so
So
hurt,
hurt by Elena, yeah.
Question, and I'm sorry if this is a silly question as in it's obvious. Why doesn't Stefan want that tomb open, even if he only wants to get out Catherine and Anna only wants to get out her mum? The 25 other vampires, they're not going to do anything with them. Why do they not want even those two to come out?
I think because if they all get out, they're going to go, like, they've been shut in there by that town
So they're
for hundreds of, so I think they
Ravenous
think if they
and
come
revenge.
out, they're going to go skits.
Yeah, but even you can argue the agreement with Damon because he doesn't know about Anna and Pearl yet. This is the first connection I think he's made that Anna is someone he already has met.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think when it comes to Catherine, Damon and Stefan now view her very differently. Damon loves her and wants her back. Stefan has got to a point of, even though he had kind of grieved her, that she's a manipulative bitch who compelled me. So I think from his point of view, is that someone I want to back in my life and back loose in the world?
And they
what if she
essentially don't
wakes
want
up and then they go
27
away?
vampires going on a rampage.
Yeah. That part of it I get, and I suppose they did say you can't pick and choose, can't they? If you wake one up,
Yeah.
like you wake all of them up or none of them.
Yeah, so I also think Stefan doesn't want to have to go in there and kill 26 vampires. But
Through this one we learn what Anna's motives are.
Yeah.
That she doesn't want Catherine at all. She's
No, she wants her mum.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
and she probably partly blames Catherine because her mum kept saying, we need to leave.
yeah,
Yeah.
and it was her
And it was her-
messing around with
Catherine's
Yeah.
entertainment,
Yeah,
she
that
wasn't
was
so
cool.
selfish, yeah. So Anna, it would look like Anna has now taken Elena and Ben has now taken Bonnie.
Yeah,
Are they
Yeah.
going to take, they need them both to break that spell.
Possibly.
So, going to go and meet Damon at the tomb.
but then we also need to remember that she needs the grimoire.
Which
how you
Damon now
break it.
has.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but she knows the key to getting to Damon and Stefan
Isn't it?
is Elena.
Mm.
So the only way I think she can get them to help her.
But that shouldn't be too much of an issue because Damon wants that open too, and he's now got the grimoire.
Yes, but she gave him the journal, let him read the journal, to find out where it was, and he just said to her, "No, I work alone," and didn't tell her where it was. So
she's
obviously in a position of...
She's like, he hasn't really proved that they can work together.
And for all she knows, again, they could be planning to open it and get Catherine out and kill everybody else.
Yeah. She wants to protect her mum, really. Yeah.
Like I said, Bonnie's been taken.
And we don't know what else they need for the spell. I think they need Bonnie because she's a descendant of Emily. And we don't know if they need, like, Elena's blood or something because she looks like Catherine.
Oh, yeah.
Or just as a bargaining chip.
Yeah, we don't know what if they need it or...
And they can also... Well, if they threaten to kill Elena now and she's still got that blood in her system, then she'll turn into a vampire.
Yeah.
And that's like...
And they don't know that she's got blood in her system.
But they don't want that.
No.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Stefan's trying to... Although we have said in other episodes, if they want to be together, at some point surely she's going to have to be turned.
I wonder though if Stefan wants that to be her choice rather than...
Yeah, rather than forced upon.
I think that would line up with the way Stefan's been through it all.
Yeah. And I don't think Damon had any intention of doing it.
Yeah.
No, I think it was a bluff.
Because he looked a little bit... When they left, he looked a bit... He wasn't all like cocky about it. I think he felt a little bit bad about that. I don't think he felt bad because it affected Stefan. I think he felt bad because he didn't want to do it too.
But then she had clearly really hurt him. Because he even had that conversation with her, didn't he, where he said...
I'm not compelling you, I'm just asking you.
Can I trust
just be honest with me,
yeah.
Almost like, I will trust your word more than his.
And we've learnt that Stefan is maybe not the most trustworthy person.
Yeah.
He does like
He's just naive. I think he was placing a lot of faith in his father. That his father would be diplomatic and agree with him, or that his father wouldn't pick up on what he was saying. You know?
And we know that...
So I think Stefan's naive.
He did it then. He's done it again now. We don't know how many times...
Yeah, in between
the same sort of thing has happened.
So it's quite funny, actually, because this whole time we've been saying about how Stefan has potentially had to clean up after Damon's mess, or Damon keeps like making all these bad situations by killing people and whatnot. But in a way...
Which, to be fair, he does.
Yeah. But in a way, also, Damon is running around cleaning up after Stefan's mess because Stefan keeps breaking his trust and fucking things up.
Yeah.
So it kind of works both ways.
Yeah, we saw a bit of the relationship that both boys had with their father. Again, you can say in Stefan's defence, he clearly had a very different relationship with his father than Damon did. Because there was the comments about him being a deserter.
Yeah.
And when Stefan said, like, Damon left because he didn't agree with the cause you're trying to get him to fight for. He was a Confederate soldier.
It's almost like, in a weird way, from what we've seen recently, Damon kills people. Damon kills humans. Okay, he stabbed Logan, but Logan was a little bitch anyway, and he kind of had to. But from what we've seen, it's Stefan that does the dirty work, as it were. Like, it's Stefan that tortures Noah. Damon just stands and watches. It's Stefan digging up graves and whatever. It's almost like...
Interesting.
And obviously Damon left the army at some point. Like, it's almost like he almost looked a bit uncomfortable when Catherine was killing those people when we saw them and stuff. It's almost like it wasn't like inbuilt in him to be that. He's just kind of bored now.
So as much as he's manipulative...
But he kills people, not vampires. Unless
I see what you mean, that he didn't start off that way.
Yeah.
So it's not like he was a psychopath before he became a vampire.
No, something's happened.
But like I say, like, he's got bored.
Yeah.
Or I think at this point it's that, because you see the way he's with Elena, that maybe he hasn't had a human connection in so long, he just does not see them as people. He doesn't value their life. It just doesn't mean anything to him.
Yeah.
Also, he might have been, in his own mind and from his perspective, he's been screwed over so many times now.
Yeah.
It's made him a little bit more care less each time.
And probably from his perspective, it's always been humans that have screwed him over.
Yeah. But I just think it's like a lack of human connection, so he just doesn't see people. Or he chooses not to.
Yeah.
And Stefan, I think it's more of they're just showing us that even though he's the nice one, the nice vampire, the good one,
He's still a vampire.
He's still a vampire, and he is willing to go to that length.
Yeah.
if he deems
and
it
he
necessary.
messes up.
It's
He's not
almost-
perfect. I
No,
haven't thought he's perfect up to this point, but let's just say back in the day, if there were young teenage girls watching this, they might have been like, oh, Stefan's the perfect one. He's not. So do you know what I mean? They're showing his flaws and his downfalls as well.
He seems to have a reason for what he
Yeah.
does. He whether
means
it's
well.
misguided.
Yeah.
He does have a reason, or he's trying to protect Elena, whereas Damon kind of sometimes just does stuff because.
Well, they did have an interesting conversation, Elena and Stefan. I can't remember if this episode or the one before, where Elena said, I truly believe that he thinks he's done all of this for love.
Yeah.
Which is quite tragic that he thinks that this is what it is. And he said, and Stefan said, no, he enjoys killing people. He knows that kind of. It was interesting that they brought up that and had that conversation. That she does have some understanding towards his behaviour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Stefan is almost at I've had to deal with this a lot longer. No excuses.
Yeah.
There is no excuse for what he's doing.
Yeah.
There's other ways he could have done this, especially when you have compulsion.
We don't actually know what happened with the teacher's wife, because he said that he did see Damon drinking on her, but no body. So we don't actually know if Damon did actually kill the wife, or if he was going to fully kill her, drain her and kill her. We don't actually, because if he was just drinking but then was disrupted in the middle of it, I don't know. We don't know. So interesting to find out what happened with that.
I think that's the point of Alaric and his story, is that it's not like his wife was murdered. They may not have found the killer, but he's been able to move on because he knows that it wasn't just a murder.
Yeah.
He knows, and there's nobody.
How are you going to
and he
report that
can't.
to the police?
So it could be.
Oof.
So he can't move on because
don't
he
know-
needs answers.
Yeah, I was going to say he's
And
got
we
no
don't-
answers.
We don't know how old they were or how long ago it was or anything, do we? So
No.
it could be that he's Elena's father.
Well, if he's human, and from when we were looking at Damon, from that quick flashback that we saw Damon drinking on the wife, if he's human and they look the same, so that could have only been maybe within a couple of years. Do you know what I mean? So maybe it was a couple of years ago that Damon killed his wife. I mean, obviously he was talking to Jenna and he was saying it's still fresh.
Oh,
So maybe that was only about a year ago, maybe. So.
Or maybe if it's a vampire murder, you don't ever really move on from it.
True.
That's what I mean, because he doesn't have the answers.
So we don't know how
He hasn't got the
so we
closure.
don't know. I mean, obviously we're also assuming that because they have the same name as the same person. So we don't know.
Yeah.
Damon's taken her off. She's pregnant, and then she's gone and.
But he did say she was a parapsychologist.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Doing supernatural stuff.
Yeah.
So she's
Yeah.
obviously
Yeah, okay,
an
so
adult.
she's obviously older.
Yeah, no, I reckon that her having
Yeah.
Elena when she was younger is possibly separate
Unrelated,
to. Yeah.
How do we think this thing with Damon, Stefan and Elena now can ever be
The threesome.
repaired? Oh, yeah, him and our throuple threesome team.
It's so funny.
What's that comment when he says, if I see something I haven't seen before,
Oh,
for a dollar at it?
Yeah.
Not my first rodeo, my friend.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wonder if something's going to happen and they're going to have no choice but to... Or it's going to be because Elena's now been taken.
Mm.
And as much as Damon is a cock, he's somehow attracted to it.
He does care
He's got
about her. I don't
something
think he
does care
wants.
about Elena.
I don't think he wants anything bad for her.
Because Elena's been taken, are they going to then have to bury the hatchet a little bit and go,
I think there have been just a couple of small moments in scenes where she has shown him some compassion and he has looked genuinely surprised or moved.
That someone
Yeah.
has.
Like when she made the comment before she knew they were vampires and all of that about, I'm sorry because you lost Catherine too.
Yeah.
You know, little moments like that where he clearly...
She's trying to see it from his perspective.
Yeah, it's a bit like someone's actually showing a bit of understanding.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he probably hasn't had that for a long, long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't think he wishes anything bad on her. I think he'll use her for a threatening mechanism because he has to, but I don't actually think he means anything bad against her. I think he does kind of care about her.
If he wanted her dead, she'd be dead already.
Yeah. In an ideal world, that'd be pretty creepy. Stefan would be with Elena, and then Damon would be with Catherine, who looks exactly like Elena. That would be creepy.
Yeah.
You know, they'd basically be both brothers kind of dating the same looking woman. That's a bit weird.
Yeah, that'd be weird.
And it's interesting, isn't it? Because obviously when we saw Damon at the house the other night. Damon can walk in and out as he pleases because he's been invited in before.
Yeah.
So him and Stefan can kind of...
And he can cook dinner while he's
come
on
and
it.
go, but he doesn't let himself in very often. He has a weird sort of... Or Damon.
Yeah.
They have a level of respect.
Yeah.
That they don't just appear in the house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the scenes with Damon and Jeremy.
Yeah, that's so funny.
Like that, he was like being a big brother, kind of.
Yeah.
It's when they're playing the game, he's like, we haven't played this before. It's like,
is she hot? It's weird. Hot Trump's weird.
Yeah.
And again,
there is some saving grace for you.
And Jenna.
Yeah.
He's ridiculously hot, and he's like,
And Elena's like, yeah, no, and he's like, rolls his eyes.
He's like, yes, an ass. Yeah.
Especially because she knows he can hear.
Yeah. And I like when he's like, blah, blah, blah. She did want to meet me at the grill. Come on, then I'll drive. Like, let's go.
It was so weird. Like, suddenly they're just making Jeremy be like, yeah, let's go meet this hot weird girl.
I think what I love about that scene as well
so funny.
Is that for Elena, that's her brother that she would say, yeah, we're close. And of course, Stefan is Elena's boyfriend, so he's spent time with Jeremy. Damon's not spent any time with Jeremy other than that few moments. And then when he says Anna, and they're like, who's Anna? And he's like, the hot weird one. Like, Damon just knows.
Yeah.
We know.
He's like, oh, I'm already on the in. I'm on the
like,
crowd.
How?
Well, it's like when he goes, right, let's go and find out, and he just opens the door and walks in. Like, I can walk back in.
Yeah.
Not a problem. In I go.
Yeah, it's quite entertaining. I really like all of the flashbacks, as in all of the costumes and everything for the guys as well. But I'm just looking at it for Nina Dobrev. That must have been so fun that she gets to play those roles, as well as all the outfit, having her hair done. It's so lovely. It's really nice.
It was so cool.
And I think she doesn't do too bad with the accent.
No, it's all right. It's just
I wouldn't say it's
not British.
But it's
softer.
And it's not her Elena accent.
Yeah,
so
slightly proper.
Yeah.
They are two very different characters.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one thing I find impressive is that I can tell who she is and think that's really clever considering you are the same person.
Yeah. Good acting there.
Again, the costumes help, I suppose, but...
And the hair.
Yeah. The way she's managing to make them different people.
Yeah. There's a coldness in Catherine, and whereas there's a warmth in Elena and a softness.
And there is a falseness to her, isn't there?
Yeah.
Like every time she's talking and being like, oh, you're like, I can feel the fake on you.
Yeah. What's she doing?
Yeah.
You know, that time she tried to talk to and twiddle her hair, and we were like, oh
yeah. Who are you talking to?
Yeah. Oh, I should have compulsion. It'd be great.
No. That's literally been her my life's mission. She's like trying to do compulsion. She's like, no, I still don't have it.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, no, enjoyable, good. Left on another fucking cliffhanger.
Could have warned us before we put the next episode on, to be perfectly honest with you. Anyway.
There's always cliffhangers. How am I supposed to remember them all?
Yeah, to be fair, we're gonna be left on cliffhangers anyway.
I've got 8 seasons worth of stuff going on up here. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.
Bye.
Bye.